Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Chinese fried rice is a super simple and very economical meal to make for one person or a family. It's especially good using leftover meats and vegetables. But nowadays, people don't have the time, wherewithal, or would simply rather spend more money and order fried rice from their local Chinese restaurant. But now, thanks to P.F. Chang's, which if you're not familiar with it, is an Asian-themed U.S. casual dining restaurant chain. Now they have a whole line of frozen entrees, appetizers, etc. that you can make at home in a matter of minutes. Now I've had a whole lot of requests to try P.F. Chang's frozen foods, but nothing specific was ever specified in the request. So if any of you have tried the frozen P.F. Chang foods, let me know which ones I should try, or even ones I shouldn't try. Today, I'm trying P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice meal for two, which is fried rice with white meat chicken, carrots, edamame, onions, and eggs. I got this 22-ounce meal for two on sale for $5.99. So for $3 a person, if this ends up being any good, it might be a bargain. Philip Chang says food tastes better when you keep it simple, and I would wholeheartedly have to agree with him. These meals are restaurant-inspired, made with signature sauces, and have no preservatives, artificial flavors, or colors. Now I really like how they list and break down the ingredients. You have your rice, vegetables, sauce, chicken, and eggs, all listed separately instead of being globbed together. The ingredients are indeed simple, but once you get to the chicken, there's isolated soy protein, which is used to improve the texture of the meat, enhance moisture retention, and can also be used as an emulsifier. Isolated soy protein can either be injected or mixed in with the meat. In other words, there's added moisture in the meat, which is also supposed to help with the texture. So once this 22-ounce meal is cooked, and the moisture is released and evaporated, it's going to lose some weight. I really wish I would have thought about weighing the meal before and after cooking. There's 2 servings per bag. Each serving has 350 calories, 9 grams of total fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 110 milligrams of cholesterol, 670 milligrams of sodium, 48 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams of fiber, 8 grams of sugars, and 19 grams of protein. The only recommended method of reheating is on the stovetop. So let's get the bag open and get everything in the skillet. It says to add oil to a non-stick skillet and then pour the meal in. They have pour in bold capital letters for a reason, and you, the people, know as well as I do why it's capitalized and bolded. Because some Darwin Award winner set the whole bag in the skillet and proceeded to cook it until the bag melted and ruined the meal. At least that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So in goes the contents of the bag. Those little brown chunks you see is the sauce. At least I hope that's what it is. Now it says to give it a stir and then cover and cook on medium-high for 8 minutes, stirring occasionally. After 4 minutes, it was time for an occasional stir. And it really hadn't changed a whole lot yet, other than the sauce cubes were beginning to melt. So the lid goes back on for 4 more minutes. After 4 more minutes, for a total of 8 minutes, it was time for another stir. So far, there's really nothing fried about this rice. Boiled? Yes. Fried? No. But we're supposed to continue cooking for 2 to 3 more minutes, stirring frequently. And you can see the volume of the meal has reduced considerably. But obviously, that's due to everything thawing and shrinking. After cooking with the lid off for 2.5 more minutes, all the liquid has evaporated and our boiled fried rice is ready. For my first bite, I went in for a bite of everything. And it looked pretty good. But when I put it in my mouth, the old saying, looks can be deceiving, was oh so true. Other than the flavor of the sauce being okay, in my opinion, there was nothing really good about this at all. Whosever idea it was to put the green devil seeds in here should be caned. I hated them. These tasted like eating raw peas. The rice was very starchy and mushy. And the chicken was, like I have to say far too often about processed meats, was like chewing on a sponge. After my first bite, I was done. I didn't want any more. But I wanted to ensure my opinion was correct to give you, the people, as accurate of a description as I can. so I went in and tried a piece of chicken on its own. Why does every piece of meat in processed foods have to have grill marks? Seriously, what's the point behind this? When you eat at a P.F. Chang restaurant, do you think the meat's going to have grill marks? I bet not. So I very reluctantly ate the piece of chicken, and it was very easy to confirm my initial thought of eating a sponge. Then I had Courtney take a bite to see what she thought. Now she's not a very picky eater at all, but by the look on her face, she didn't have to say a word. So here's my final thoughts on P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice dinner for two. First, let's talk about the price. I got this on sale for $5.99, and after trying it, I felt like I was ripped off. These normally sell for $7.49. Had I spent that much on this meal, I would have had to double up on my meds. At least with this specific meal, you're paying for the name. Everything except the flavor of the sauce, which was okay, was bad about this meal. If the food in P.F. Chang's restaurants tasted like this, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, because the restaurants would be out of business and they wouldn't have a line of frozen foods. I'm not even going to rate this meal, because I don't want any of you, the people, taking a chance and wasting your money. But like I said, I've had a lot of requests to try P.F. Chang's foods, so I'm sure there's better ones to try. At least I'm hoping so. So please, let me know if you have any recommendations. And if I can find them, I'll try them. Because they can't all be this bad. Or can they? If you'd like to help support the Wolfe Pit, consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month. That's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more. That's up to you. Either way, every little bit's appreciated and helps me produce more high-quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.